press the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell button for upcoming new videos.
Today we are going to use quadratic equation in a word problem. The question is, a wire of length 200 centimeter is cut into two parts and each part is bent to form a square. If the area of the larger square is 9 times that of the area of the smaller square, find the perimeter of the larger square. In this question, the total length of the wire is 200 centimeter. And let's suppose this is a wire and the total length is 200 centimeter, and this wire is cut into two parts. So we have cut this wire into two parts, and suppose that this larger part is x centimeter long. So what about the length of the smaller part? So as the length of the total wire is 200, so we cut x from this wire. This is this part. So what left? The remaining part is 200 minus x. So the length of this wire, which is smaller right now here, it is 200 minus x centimeter long. So therefore we have cut this total wire, which is 200 centimeter, into two parts, and we have supposed that the larger part is x centimeter long and the smaller one is 200 minus x. Now next what we did, that we bent this x centimeter long wire into a square form. So in this way, this total length will cover this square on four sides. So let me tell you again, this total length, which is x centimeter, when we form a square, this length x will cover this square on four sides, on four of its sides. So you know that the length of the border of the square is called perimeter. So the perimeter of this square will be length of all four sides, and we know that all these four sides are made from this wire. As the length of this wire is x centimeter, so the perimeter of this square will be the x centimeter. So again, the length of the border of this square will be x centimeter. We have divided this wire into, so as square has four equal parts, so we have divided this wire into four equal parts, and each part is the side of one side of the four sides of a square. So in this way, this total perimeter is x centimeter, so which is divided by four parts. That's why the one side of the square will be x over 4, because we have divided this whole length into four parts. So the one length of the square will be x over 4. In the same way, we have used this wire to form the second square, the smaller one. So that's why we have divided this whole length into four equal parts. So therefore the length of this smaller square will be the total 200 minus x divided by 4. So we know that the next we've calculated the area of this larger square. You are already familiar that the area of the largest of the square is always length into length, that is L square, and the L is the length of the big square is x over 4. So the area of the larger square will be x over 4 whole square. After taking the square, it will become x square over 16 centimeter square. And in the same way, the area of the smaller square is, the length of the smaller square is 200 minus x over 4. So area will be 200 minus x over 4 whole square. After taking square, it will becomes 200 minus x whole square divided by 16. Now we have calculated the areas of both squares. Now let's come back to the question. The question says the area of the larger square is 9 times that of the smaller square. So I have written this statement over here. As per instruction in the question, area of the larger square is 9 times that of the smaller square. We have written this in equation form. Area of larger square is equal to 9 times area of smaller square. Now we have plug in. As we know, area of larger square is, we have calculated here, that is x over 16. It is 9 times area of smaller square. Area of smaller square is over here. We plug in here. We have single fraction on left hand side and single fraction on right hand side. In this equation, 16, the 16 denominator will be cancelled out. So the equation will become like this. Now we have opened this 200 minus x whole square. So after simplification, this whole process will convert it into this shape of quadratic equation. In this quadratic equation, 4 is common. After taking 4 common, we will get this simplified standard quadratic equation. So we have converted this equation, this one, into a simplified quadratic equation like this. So from here we will use quadratic formula to get the values of x. In this quadratic equation, a is 2, b is minus 900, and c is 90,000. Now we will plug in these values in the quadratic formula. So let's see how to use quadratic formula from the calculator. So let's press this menu button and bring this black cursor on this module. This is called, this is called equation and function module. So bring your cursor with the help of these arrow keys over here. Press equal button and use this is polynomial to use 2, and the degree of the polynomial is 2. So if you don't know how to use this calculator, there is another video available. You can watch that video and understand how to use calculator to solve quadratic equation. So now we are going to plug in these values to equal button, and the b is minus 900 and the c is 90,000. Now we have plugged in the first answer is 300. So you can see 300 is here. The second root is 150. So now we got the roots of this quadratic equation. One is 150 and the second is 300. So from here you should come back to the beginning of the question, and you should think that what x was in the beginning of the question. So in the beginning of the question, the x was this length of this wire. So here we got answer here 300. So it means the length of the wire is 300, but this is not correct because the total wire is 200 centimeter long. So it is wrong that, so this length 300 is more than 200, which is not mentioned in the question. So this answer 300 is not correct. So we will ignore this answer. So the correct answer is 150 centimeter. Therefore, the x is 1 centimeter, and we in the beginning of the question we suppose x X was the length of the wire, one piece of the wire. So let's come back to the question in the beginning. So this was the X, and we use this wire to form this square, and this wire was used to cover all the boundaries of this larger square. So the length of the boundaries of the larger square is called perimeter. Therefore, the perimeter of the larger square will be 150 centimeter. So therefore, the answer of this question, that is length of the perimeter of the larger square, is that was X, which is 150 centimeter.